Another day of a year in miracles. Today we are on A Course in Miracles workbook lesson number 213. And once again on our review period, and the central theme for this review is I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. We are reviewing workbook lesson 193 today, and that lesson states, all things are lessons God would have me learn. A lesson is a miracle which God offers me in place of thoughts I made that hurt me. What I learn of Him becomes the way I am set free. And so I choose to learn His lessons and forget my own. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. And I was listening to the Oprah and Deepak Chopra free meditation series this morning, and I had skipped a couple, so I'm back in the beginning of week 2 right now, which they still have available if you want to dive in. And it reminded me of something that I had heard before that Deepak mentioned in the meditation this morning, that Einstein said, live your life as if everything is a miracle, or as if nothing is a miracle, right? Because it's kind of like either everything can be a miracle in your life, or you'll be looking at life like nothing is a miracle. And I think this is what this lesson is referring to, is that a lesson is a miracle which God offers me, which is something we talked about yesterday. When you're in that place where something comes into your life that maybe rocks your world, whether it's a confrontation with somebody or a stressful situation that's happening within your personal family or your work or wherever it is. If you could live your life as if that is a lesson, and it's a miracle that God is offering you, and you have a choice. You can look at it and say, all right, I choose love to respond to this situation, or I choose fear. And those are the two choices, right? There's nothing in between. It's love or fear. Simple, right? That's it. 2 choices. I can choose love here in the response to this lesson, or I can choose fear. And if you choose love, it is a miracle, right? It is the miracle that God is offering you, because your world will change when you start practicing that, when you start treating everything in your life as a lesson that's a miracle that's being sent to you, and just see it from that perspective. And you can see what shows up and how your life and your world will change when you respond differently to what's happening around you. And that's it. Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 213. These are short reviews of a larger lesson, so we're reviewing Lesson 193 today. Great to see all of you here on the live feed, and it's good, Colette, to see you watching on the live feed this morning. Hey, Carl, great to see you here too. Good morning, Cindy. Hey, Kimberly, good to see you. Good morning, Vera. Nice to see you here on the live feed this morning. Hey, Pam, good to see you. Yes, you're welcome, Colette. Thank you so much for showing up every morning. It's so nice to see you here on the live feed. Good morning, everybody. Hey, John, good to see you here this morning. I choose to be free in God's plan. Right, Vera. So, don't we all love that way freedom makes us feel, right? Even just to say the word freedom, I am free. It feels wonderful. And that's what these lessons are helping us do. It's helping us to free our mind, to get out from under the heaviness and the chains that we've weighted ourselves down in through our early domestication and throughout our life, to understand that we have a choice, right? Because sometimes we feel like we don't have a choice. We have to wake up and we have to trudge through this life and do it all over again, and it becomes exhausting, right? And this is giving you an opportunity to look at your life in a different way so that you choose your life, right? And you create the happiness and abundance in your life for yourself. So good morning, Terry. Nice to see you here on the live feed. Good morning, Carl. So I hope you enjoy this lesson today. All things are lessons God would have me learn. And what lessons are you learning today? look around you and really think of it in that way today. Instead of saying, oh gosh darn it, I have to do this thing today and I don't want to do it, or now I have to see this person that I don't really want to see. What's the lesson in it for you? Maybe flip that around and say, what's the gift that's being offered me today? Is this an opportunity for me to stand in my power and find my voice, right? And find your voice in love, because you're not alone. Find your voice in that one voice that we all share, and realize that whenever you go into a situation, you're never going alone. You're always united with all of your brothers, all of the time. Just try to see that connection that you have, that you share. So see what shows up for you today going into your Thursday, right? And thinking that all things are lessons that God would have you learn. All things are lessons that love would have you learn. All things are lessons the universe would have you learn, right? Because the universe always, always has your best interest at heart. The universe has your back. So just see, and if you look at these situations and you start to show up differently, watch and see what doors open for you, because they will. Doors will open if you show up in your power, in love. Doors will open that weren't there before. So I hope you enjoy this lesson today and see what kind of miracles show up in your life around this lesson. And I will be back tomorrow morning with our next live A Course in Miracles workbook lesson. Great to see you here, Tyler, on the live feed, and Perul. Always wonderful to see you here on the live feed. And I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.